tomorrow, so go get some sleep.
Before we finish, I want to bring up the issue of the security guard.
You don't need to worry about that.
We need guns.
You're right, we need a gun, but you're the last person I'd want with a gun.
Hayward, I know there's been some tension between us, but I don't think you see the totality of the situation here, man. The security guard's gonna be coming at me. You're gonna be sticking me up. Hardy is in the llama pen. Richie boy's out fetching a car. Maynard's jacking around with a fence. I need a gun.
You're not getting a gun.
Come in, Marks. I want you to look into the background of this trainee.
For Buckmaster, Marks was Noor's last, best hope. The only way she could overturn the rejection was to pass Marks's final review. For some reason, Noor struggled with her coding, and Marks would have to find out why.
Noor Inayat Khan. Figure this girl out. Dig into it.
They've already rejected her?
Yes, and they went over my head to do it. It's nonsense. So, do whatever it takes, Marks. And make sure she passes that final coding briefing with you as well. We need this one.
I'll take care of it, sir. You can count on me.
The file Marks was given contained all her training evaluations, as well as a biography, written in her own hand during the recruitment process. Marks set out to solve the mystery of Noor Inayat Khan.
Scott?
I'm almost finished here, man. 1 second. Sorry about that, Mr. Richardson.
There's just no excuse for not wearing gloves. Ventilator-associated pneumonias are serious business. But what can you do?
Hey, dude. What's going on?
Hey, you're working around a ventilator patient's mouth without gloves? The respiratory therapist would kill you if he saw you.
No. And I had my gloves on, but I had to take them off to remove the tape around the patient's mouth. The ET tube was out of position. I washed my hands. What's your problem?
Even if it's cool to take them off for the tape, you should have put them back on after you finished. And you should be correcting the respiratory therapist. You know the rules around vent patients.
Whatever, Mom. Look, all the little rules are great when they're in the textbook. It's different in the real world, okay? Everyone treats the RT like he's Yoda. He's brilliant. And he only wears gloves in the ICU or when senior physicians are around. You're telling me I'm supposed to come into his world and start telling him how to do his job? And you're supposed to be telling me how to do mine?
There's no excuse to cut corners. Yeah, and just because you're a student, that doesn't mean that you can't...
Your approach put Scott on the defensive.
I've read in your evaluations that you refuse to lie. That's very noble.
It was my father's greatest lesson.
But when you fail to encode a message correctly, you have lied.
What?
Yes. Actually, you're very similar to the characters in your Jataka tales.
You've read my book?
Like the characters in the fables, Noor, your central mission is to save lives. But when you fail to encode a message correctly, people will die. The message will not get through. You must tell the truth.
There was one final task. Marks must give Noor a bluff check, a secret signal by which they would know that she had been captured and that the Germans, not Noor, were using her radio.
All you need to do is remember to never use a key phrase with 18 letters in it. Any other number, but not 18. If we receive a message with 18 letters, we'll know you've been caught by the Germans and they're using your radio.
18's my lucky number. Yes, I can do that. And I promise I'll not forget it. I'll not disappoint you, Mr. Marks.
Well, I think it's clear that Marks had a little bit of a crush on her. She was very pretty, according to everybody at the time. She was very smart.